And then you see Vanessa Lowe.
The next field event, women's long jump, Vanessa Lowe of Germany. A serious favourite, among the favourites in this.
And girlfriend of Scott Reardon, fellow Australian and training partner.
460 lifetime best, 430 seasons best. Sprinter also. These the warm-ups. We're underway in this at 420. See if she can produce the goods in this. Day one of Doha. 430 is her season's best. Martina Caroni has also gone out to 460, and that this year. Lowe, the reigning European champion who beat Caroni by 17 centimetres last year in Swansea.
As we see the lineup there for the women's long jump T42. Bassett, the USA. Vanessa Lowe, who we saw in our pictures just a short time ago, warming up. And now here we are to the long jump. Martina Calderoni, who heads for Italy here, taking her first jump.
The championship record holder and the world record holder in this event.
Reigning 100-metre and long jump champion in the 242 class. And 26-year-old broke her own 100-metre and 200-metre world records this year. So let's see how she can get on in the long jump. She prepares to get underway.
Yeah, Caroni's the reigning world champion. Took the 100 metres titles both at the Europeans last year in Swansea and at London 2012. It'll be a great joust between her and Vanessa Lowe, and probably Jana SCHMIDT as well. Should be around 3.5 metres. Caroni's lifetime best set this year, 460. And what a lifetime best to beat the world record in Barcelona.
Didn't look too comfortable in the air there. Well below, that looks like it well below a world record.
431 is a new championship record, beats a mark that won gold 2 years ago. That'll do for starters. Lacey Henderson, United States, in second place, over a metre back. Vanessa Lowe will be going shortly. There's Henderson, who's lying in second place. 26-year-old who went out to a lifetime best 346 this year, but now for Belgium, Livia de CLERCQ. That's a red flag, so that's a foul for de CLERCQ. Well, de CLERCQ could be a potential contender, but needs to go out to her best and beyond. Minus 1.2. Does feel as if the breeze here is somewhat negligible, but perhaps not down on the track. For Japan, Sayaka MURAKAMI. She's 306, lifetime best this year, which is only marginally better than de CLERCQ. Can she make a mark here? Here she comes, aiming for 3 meters. If she were to match a lifetime best or even marginally beat it, that would probably be 4th place. Well, actually, it would be 4th place anyway, because 5 have gone before and 2 of those have been fouls. Logically. The 2 prime contenders that are left to go, both German, Vanessa Lowe and Jana SCHMIDT.
It's an intriguing event, this one, isn't it? Plenty of atmosphere because there's a few potential winners of this. Caroni, who obviously is the world champion and the world record holder, and then you've got the likes of Vanessa Lowe and Jana SCHMIDT. So this promises to be quite an event, battling out for those top 3 places. Caroni, though, with the championship record on that first jump, the 4:31, so she certainly means business.
Quick update on the women's long jump, by the way. It took a long time for Murakami's distance to come out. Vanessa Lowe, and this is live. We've had a delay of about 5 or 6 minutes in the women's long jump T42 final. Murakami finally came up with 2:82, but now one of the contenders for gold for Germany, Vanessa Lowe, European champion. And that, in terms of this event, is a good distance. She's crying out for a white flag. She did fine. Caroni was 4:31. That looked to be in and around the same distance. Germany doing brilliantly in terms of the para-sport long jump right across the board, and Lowe continuing that, 4:26. She's 5 centimeters off the lead in 2nd place.
Well, Vanessa Lowe there with a decent enough jump to put her in 2nd place. Plenty of time left to try and overhaul Martina Caroni, who jumped 4:31, a new championship record with her opener. And now it's the opening turn of Claudia SILVA, the Brazilian. We've seen plenty of Brazilians already in this night session.
And now some viewers may be confused because this athlete actually has 2 legs, but her function will be very limited in that legs, and so she's classed in with the other girls.
Having O'Hanlon earning his keep. So as she lines herself up, gets ready to go. And across she goes. That looks like it would be a jump in the 3-meter mark area. Certainly fine as far as that foot goes, the takeoff foot. Obviously the athlete's trying to fall sideways as best as they can to make sure they get as much distance as possible. Just waiting for confirmation of Claudia SILVA's opening jump. It's women's long jump T42 final.
Lacey Henderson had been in 2nd place in the women's long jump here, but now with more of the big guns coming in, has seen herself slipping down the standings just a little bit. Caroni in front, 4:31, Lowe 4:26, SCHMIDT 3:59, Henderson now 5th, and that was a foul. Just clipped the plasticine. 3:28 in the first round means she's now in 5th place. This is Kyroni leading the way with that fine attempt of 4:31 earlier. 29 centimeters further out is her own world record. Good solid attempt beyond 4 meters again by the looks of it. That world record set in May in Barcelona. didn't really use the board much at all, so gave away 25 centimetres or thereabouts.
But a big cheer from the other side of the field, so we'll wait to see the result there.
How much better could it have been if she'd been just closer to the board? 4:34 increases her championship record and her lead.
And looks like she has more in the bag with that foot placement if it could get closer to the board.
Well, there's the key, isn't it? Getting a little bit closer there and making sure that you pick up with those extra distance there. But let's have a look now at Livia de CLERCQ of Belgium with her second attempt. A foul on her opener one as de CLERCQ lines up. Oh, that is a foul, straight across the line. Realised she'd ruined her run-up and just kept on going as a run-through. So a second foul there for Livia de CLERCQ, yet to record a distance in this women's long jump T42 final.
Women's long jump, Vanessa Lowe, 4:26 in the opening round to put her in second place behind Martina Caroni, the world record holder on 4:60. But that looks a solid one by Lowe. It looks very long indeed. Used the board very well indeed. That's certainly beyond 4 meters, but is it beyond Caroni's 4:34? It looks very good. Jana SCHMIDT up in the medals as well in third place with 3:59, going into that leap in second place. A solid effort. And that, a new world record, 4:72 for Vanessa Lowe, and she's in the lead, and it's all smiles, and it's pole position for Germany here.
It's all smiles here at the track for Vanessa Lowe. It'll be all smiles at the Movenpick Doha for Scott Reardon down there.
Well, Vanessa Lowe takes the lead and a world record in the T42 long jump final. Martina Carroll has to settle for second at the time being, but she'll be back.
What a power couple of leg amputee competition. I was going to say running, but they're jumping as well.
Absolutely. Well, here we go with Claudia SILVA's second attempt. She's currently in fourth position after 3:51 in her opening effort. Sits behind Jana SCHMIDT in third place, Kyroni in second, and Vanessa Lowe with that new world record of 4.72 meters, who sits at top of the pile after 2 jumps. So Silva just sorts herself into position. See if she can improve on that 3:51. Off she goes down the running surface, but she runs straight through, and that is a foul. So Claudia SILVA doesn't improve.
So third round attempt for Vanessa Lowe. World record in the previous round of 4:72. What's in the tank this time for the German? That's another monstrous attempt. And it looks like she hit the board very well indeed. That'll be a white flag. And that'll be another prospect of, well, surely not extending a lead. She might do that. This looks in absolutely brilliant form at the moment. Kyroni, who had started very well with a 4:31, then a 4:34. There's a smile on Lowe's face. But will it get even bigger? It's another world record, 4:79. She's reaching new lengths. Remains in the gold medal position. Her lead is like 35 centimeters now. That is exceptional for Vanessa Lowe. 4:72 followed by 4:79. Just outside the medals right now is Claudia SILVA of Brazil. 3:51 in the opening round, foul in the second. Jana SCHMIDT in third place on 3:59. She tries to break into that successful triumvirate of Caroni, Lowe and Schmidt. Lowe, the European champion, looks on the way to being, at the moment, world champion too. And Silva, disappointment for her there. And that is a foul. So 2 fouls out of 3 for Silva. Pulled out of it immediately. Red flag was instant. And the woman who she's very close to, Jana SCHMIDT, is up next. Here she goes, 3:59, her best so far. It needs to dramatically improve, though, to get any higher than bronze. Lifetime best is 3:87, which would still only be good enough for 3rd place. But you saw her immediately go and congratulate her compatriot Lowe. Now, that surely it's as close as you can get to a foul. And I'll tell you, it's tentative whether it was or not. If there's an indentation visible in the plasticine, which will be studied very closely, then it'll be a red, it'll be a foul. But to be honest, yeah, it's been given. 3:68. That's her best of the day. It's one of the best of her career, and she stays in 3rd place.
Just awaiting confirmation on what her distance is. 6th currently, of course, at the top of the leaderboard, Vanessa Lowe, twice breaking Caironi's world record, 3:18. So that's an improvement of 1 centimetre for Onishi, but she remains in 6th position. Just de CLERCQ, MURAKAMI and BASSETT, who are behind her, with Lowe and Caironi quite high up in a battle for the gold medal position. Lacey Henderson now, who's out in the running track for her 4th attempt. Henderson's currently
spent some time training in Australia, did Lacey, so you know, maybe hopefully some gold rubbed off on her.
Well, let's see, she's certainly got some work to do, does Lacey Henderson, sitting in 5th position at the present time. Well, that one there is certainly a red flag and a foul way across the jumping board. So her 4th effort is a foul, so she remains with the best so far of 3:45 and remains in 5th position. Lacey Henderson of the USA. Just getting a bit of advice off my coach there about the run-up. Always amazing, isn't it? She's way over the line there. Always amazing with these athletes, they work on their distance and where they want to be taking off from, but they can still manage to get it so wrong, isn't it?
It's tough on a night like this. I mean, the conditions are great for running, but the wind is moving around a little bit, so you have to change your run-up every time you come, almost. Come down the runway, that is. And, I mean, the long jump, I've never really got it. I can't do it. It's a tough event. I tried to do it at World Championships in 2011 and suffered.
Well, someone who can do it is Claudia SILVA, the Brazilian. She's just gone across for her 4th attempt. She's currently sitting in 4th position. 3:51 is her best so far. So she sits 17 seconds off Jana SCHMIDT, who's in the bronze medal position at this stage. That there is given the white flag. So now just waiting for confirmation of what that jump is for Claudia SILVA. Has she improved? No, she's 2 centimetres worse off than her first effort after then fouling in her 2nd and 3rd attempt. So she remains in 4th position with the best jump so far of 3 metres and 51. Well, there's one thing about Doha, it is certainly a picturesque place. Plenty of heat to go with it. And I suggest Jana SCHMIDT is going to try and heat up the runway here in her 4th attempt as she tries to improve her ranking from 3rd at the present time as she moves down, takes off, and has she improved on 3 metres and 68. she's got to go a long way because Caroni's in second place in 4 meters and 34 for her best and standing way, way up the top there. Vanessa Lowe, the German, new world record, 2 new world records this evening, 4:79. That is as close as you can get. That is how you time it. And I've got no doubt there that's going to be a white flag eventually, but that there is you could not possibly time it, your jump any better there than what Jana SCHMIDT has done. So it's just a case of getting as much distance out of the jump as possible, getting all the mechanics working, getting the jump, getting the kick through the air, and getting into a position to get as long as possible for Jana SCHMIDT.
The Italian stepping onto the track in second place at the moment, behind Vanessa Lowe.
Well, 3:46 there for Jana SCHMIDT. Martina Caroni now. She knows what she's got to do. She's got to jump another 45 centimeters just to equal Vanessa Lowe's mark. Let's see what she's got in the tank. I don't think that's going to get there. She seemed to really almost pull out of it as she went off the jump board there. Caroni just looking down, not too happy with what she's actually come up with there. So as they were about to show us then where she landed, I think the land was okay as far as on the jump board, but her actual jump and landing where she wanted to be wasn't in the position that she wanted to be in.
Her previous big jumps were well behind the board, so maybe she needs to go up and take some tips from SCHMIDT, who's hitting them right on the mark, and she could be challenging Vanessa Lowe.
Well, 4:41, so there is an improvement on her previous best jump of the evening, so 7 centimeters there of improvement, but a lady who's a long, long way in front of her, Vanessa Lowe, the German. Her 4th attempt now. She's already broken the world record twice here this evening, which Martina Caroni held at 4:60, which was set over a year ago, around 18 months ago in Barcelona. Lowe's already broken it twice here in Doha. Well, that was a long way back, so I don't know whether that's going to be breaking any more world records there. She currently sits 38 centimeters out in front, but she's clearly upset with that jump. She was about a meter behind the actual takeoff board there, so didn't get the run up right. Wasn't happy with how she took off, and you can see there from that replay that she was way, way back behind the board, and that is not going to be one of her most successful jumps of this evening. 4:26, 4:72, and 4:79 for her first 3 jumps. 4:79 being a world record, and Lowe now just waiting to see what comes up there. 3:67, I believe, is the actual mark for that, so a long way behind what she actually wanted to come up with, Vanessa Lowe. There it is, confirmation, 3:67 for the German. But regardless, she stays in the lead at present.
Trying for the World Boxing Championships. Now, Martina Caroni, penultimate attempt in the long jump. 4:41 she improved to in the 4th round. It was a wild style, but coming closer, A, to her old world record mark of 4:60, and B, the new one of 4:79 from Vanessa Lowe. Hit the board perfectly well, realistically. Wild swing of the feet, just to gain a few extra centimeters, get the extra hang time up. Marginal improvement, great consistency from her, all in the 4:30s and 4:40s, and now 4:59. That is 1 centimeter outside her old world record. 4:59, Lowe still leads, 4:79. This is a superb competition. She is 1 centimeter off what's now basically just a lifetime best and Italian record, because the European and world and championship records have got to this woman tonight. Vanessa Lowe of Germany, 4:79. All went awry in the 4th round. She got the takeoff totally wrong, but that's life just balancing itself out after the world record in the previous round, and actually world record in round 2 as well. That doesn't look to be around the same range. While Kyroni showed great consistency, Lowe's lowest 3:67, her highest, the world record 4:79. Maybe around 4.5, that. 4.66 meters means that her best three, any of them, will be enough to take gold. And that's where she is at the moment, top spot, Vanessa Lowe. Aiming for an all-time high, and she's not far away.
And Vanessa lost her legs actually in a train accident, I've been told. So, and I believe on her birthday. Not much of a birthday present, but here she's come back, and she looks like she's about to take gold.
Well, certainly doing well, and here's Onishi.
So final round of the long jump, Hitomi Onishi of Japan, 3:21 to date, her best coming in the 5th round, a lifetime best, but still around half a meter away from Jana SCHMIDT to the medal. So can she pull it off here in this T42? I think the answer is no. But consistent jumping, there's only been 5 centimeters between her best and her worst.
And her best has been a PB of 3.21 meters. So let's see if she can break her own personal best and even try and raise the bar a little bit higher on that level. At that moment, she sits in 6th position. Hitomi Onishi seems to be happy with what she's done there. Certainly smiles anyway. 3:03, not quite as good as the personal best she set in her last jump. So she finishes the competition, and she's currently in 6th position. But all the action is happening at the top. That lady there, Vanessa Lowe, 4.79 meters. New world record, former world record holder Martina Caroni in 2nd place, 4.59. Almost up to her mark of 4.60, which was the previous world record. Now Lacey HENDERSON, who's in 5th position with the best of 3.45. She makes her 6th attempt, trying to push herself higher up into the medals. I think she's managed to get a white flag there. We'll just have to see what the judges have come up with. That's about as close as you can get. I think that one, though, should just about be okay. Now, some of these athletes have certainly pushed the limits, haven't they, when it comes to getting as close as possible to that plasticine board takeoff area.
Speaking of pushing the limits, Lacey's a woman that claims to hold the pole vault world record for this class. It's not an official event, but she's had a go at it. She's a pretty brave woman.
Well, she's only come up with a foul there, so the only one that counts is that 3.45 on her 3rd attempt, which is the biggest one for her after 3.28 on the first. So Lacey HENDERSON in 5th position. She won't be medaling in the women's long jump T42.
Last round of the long jump, Silva of Brazil. .351, her best today, needs to improve by 22 centimeters to get up into the bronze medal position. That's where Jana SCHMIDT of Germany is 3.73, and I don't think that's going to improve. Looks around 3.50, maybe a little below, but either way, that's not going to make the mark. And Silva, it'll be 4th for her, so it means the medal places are locked in. Lowe, Caroni and SCHMIDT, but in what order? Silva going out to 3.44, 4th place for her, and that's where she will stay, and she remain.
Well, Jana SCHMIDT, who we saw briefly a moment or two ago, just before that race, was a foul jump on her final attempt, so she remains in 3rd place. This lady here, Martina Caroni, is down to her 6th and final attempt in 2nd position, the former world record holder only an hour or so ago. And let's see what she can do. Plenty of pressure on here. And she hits the board. And I think she was a little bit behind the board there. She doesn't look very confident with what she's come up with. She probably had a good 20 centimetres or so short of the takeoff point. Yeah, I'd say she was around that. She really needs to get a little bit closer there, but that can make the difference between whether you win or lose these gold medals. So we'll just wait for confirmation of that there, but she doesn't look confident. The best before that of 4:59. She held the world record at 4.60 coming into this. The championship record of 4:25 set in Lyon a couple of years ago as well. It's gone 4:52, so she finishes in second place. So Vanessa Lowe is going to take the gold medal. And she's now got a final jump, just basically to see how far she can extend her advantage to. If she can break the world record for the third time this evening. Vanessa Lowe. She lines herself up into the board. Vanessa Lowe. 4:79 to beat of her own making. And that one there is probably a few centimetres short of what she's already jumped so far in this competition. Let's have a look now at the board. She's quite well behind the board, isn't she, Evan?
She's well behind the board there. She shook her head at the last jump there, but I wouldn't be shaking my head too much if I was her. 2 world records.
Well, she was a bronze medal winner in 2013, was Vanessa Lowe, in both the T42 long jump and also the T42 100 metres. But this one, she's running in both here, and she's going to pick up a gold medal in the first of those 2 events. So a great start for Vanessa Lowe, the German athlete. There it is, confirmation of a new world record, up from 4:60 heading into this, 4:79. Martina Caroni, the former champion and world record holder, in second place.